Okay. Welcome to our first video vlog. This is my man Casey Finnegan, aka Bubbles. Give him a little what's up, Bubbles.
Fuck you talking about, Bubbles?
It's a little bit hot here, but
Don't mind the pitch thing.
okay, so this is the first
Really
vlog
hot.
I'm doing for positive vibes. I got this man because I thought this would be a very inspirational day to share his before and after. Casey and I met about, what do you say, 10 years ago?
More than that, maybe around 10, 15 years ago.
Okay, age us a little bit. So he's a very good friend with somebody who is very close to my dear heart, the love of my life. They went to high school. So I met through them. Holy jeez, that's hot. And
Apparently I'm not his good friend.
no, I said
Just somebody else's good friend. Thank you.
yeah. It's a little nerve-wracking and I'm hot. Holy jeez, what are the
really
microphones here?
Next time we won't do it by the fire. We'll do it by a big block of ice.
Should probably.
It's
Okay.
really hot.
So, what happened? So we were hanging out for quite a while.
Yeah.
And then life got in the way. So we didn't see each other for, let's say, 5-8 years maybe.
Yeah, around there, yeah.
Okay. So
That's right.
so what happened in that time?
Oh, just life, you know, girlfriends, relationships, bad relationships, and just kind of, you know, jobs, work, school, and just not making time for the people that matter the most.
Fair enough.
Just thinking about,
And that's a two-way street.
you know,
that's a two-way street
absolutely,
because
absolutely.
life happens to everybody all the time, right? And without awareness, we let things slide. So when I saw you, we were definitely
So hot.
10 or 15 years younger. So let's say we were, obviously I was chiseled. I don't remember how he was, but I know I was damn well chiseled because I only weighed probably 103 pounds.
I was like 20 pounds more than him.
Yeah.
Like that.
So fast forward to 3 or 4 months ago when we relinked.
Yeah, that's right.
So what I noticed was an older version of a really sexy man, but I definitely noticed you had, let's say, gained a little weight.
Oh yeah, I
What would we
gained.
say?
Yeah, absolutely. I got out of a really not a bad relationship, but a relationship that just wasn't working for either parties. We had a daughter, so it was something that we wanted to stay together for the kid, but then we realized that our happiness meant more than staying together for the kid. So we decided to split, and our kids actually noticed that we were happier not being together, and they were happier knowing that we were happier, you know, because your energy, everything, your mood affects your kid's life. And when they see you bickering every day and not happy and always compromising and never getting your own way, they start feeling that energy as well. So we decided to kind of, you know, stop that and just kind of go our own way, and the kids are happier now, and so am I.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's huge because they learn through osmosis,
Absolutely.
right? So they're going to take
Absolutely.
everything in. So would you say that 3 to 5 years that affected your body, mind, and soul?
You know
Would you
what?
say-
It wasn't the 3 to 5 years. I was with somebody that was very health conscious, very worked out. Woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning and worked out every day in the morning, and expected kind of the same of me. So I actually was doing very well when I was with her because it was what was expected of me.
Okay.
It wasn't something
This
that
wasn't your choice, though.
I wanted to do. It was
Interesting.
just like I got to make her happy, and to do that I got to look good. But then as soon as we broke up, I just kind of, because it was drilled into me that I had to do it, I rebelled against it, and I ate junk food every day, and I ate fast food every day, and it was
So
just,
you got into a little bit of a
I was depressed a
rebellious-
little
there
bit,
you
yeah,
go.
and
Okay.
I was lazy, I was depressed, I didn't want to work out. I just wanted to go home and watch TV and eat junk food and drink pop, and then after a while, then it just wasn't really...
Now, how long did that kind of, I don't want to say depression, but that
this
deteriorate?
phase-
Yeah, the
phase.
deterioration into
Yeah.
negative food patterns. How long did that last?
6 months, and
Oh,
you
wow.
know what? Your body can only take so much.
Amen.
When you get to a point where your body's telling you, yo, you either gotta change something or you're gonna just keep going down this road, and it's gonna be harder to recover.
So
You
in
know?
your mind, you were eating the food and you were you know
Yeah.
seeing your body change
Yeah.
and probably your mind. We'll get into that. Like
Yeah.
how that all affected you from, somewhat being healthy to then, eating that food, and how that affected your body. And then what happened? So you just woke up one day and went, boom, I need to change? Or, so you knew the writing was on the wall.
No.
What helped you change? What
the thing that helped me change is as I was doing this, even without, I see my body doing all this, gaining weight, doing all this stuff, and all of my friends that I wanted to kind of rekindle with, that I had kind of lost my path with, I didn't want to rekindle because I didn't want them to see me in this state that I was in. I wanted them to see me, the healthier version of me. So I knew
what you were at the end of high school, what you were at. Yeah, 22.
Exactly. So I was always thinking like, okay, I've got to, at some point I've got to try to get back into shape. So that way when I rekindle these, they're not looking at me like, oh, this is, so you turn into a fat slob, I see.
Yeah, you were the captain of the football team and now look at you.
Yeah, and now, exactly.
Yeah, none of us want that to ever happen, right?
No. But not only that, it also, it's all about your mental, your emotional, your mental state that you've got to, that you want them to be on the same level with you emotionally, mentally, things like that, that you want to get back to your old self again. You know what 100%. I mean?
Oh yeah, I do. I firmly believe in the mind, body, soul connection, right?
Absolutely.
I definitely feel that. Like, and I know how kind of regimented I am and how focused I am on my diet. And what I do know is that every day I continue to get better, right?
And you're always learning.
And I'm always learning, and I feed off that.
That's fantastic.
And I need to be. I need to have positive conversations, and that's one of the reasons I like. When we reconnected, he brings a humor and he brings a great energy, right? And then immediately we were feeding off each other.
Yeah, right away.
Like,
we always have been.
Yeah,
always have been from day one. We've always had this kind of. Like a deeper connection that we can
that's what I will call that soul connection, right?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Whether it's past lives or just amazing vibrations.
Like no matter what I'm going through, I can talk to him about it. And instead of getting the negativity and going, he's like bouncing ideas and helping me feel better and kind of mentoring me, ushering me into the right path. Mm-hmm. And not saying, well, I do this, so you should do this. It's going like, you got to find your own way. However works for you, not whatever works for me is going to work for you.
Exactly.
You got to find your own way, right?
There's 7 billion different people. There's 7 billion different ways.
Absolutely.
It's not like there's a cookie cutter where you can take general ideas.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's never going to be the same path for everybody, right?
As long as you keep an open mind.
Yeah.
Everything
so like one of the things
that
I always talk about is mindset, motivation, and music, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I have a big problem because I'm such a health. Like I love going to the gym. If I walk into a gym and there's no music, and the vibe sucks, it affects me, right?
Yeah.
But when I walk into the gym and there's dope beats playing, and this is something I always look for. When I go to a new gym, like I always look for the older people in that gym to inspire me, right? That's my inspiration. That's my motivation, right?
Absolutely.
So, if I walk into a gym and I see a guy who's like, let's say, 45, 50, 55, some 60-year-olds, and I see them and they're chiseled, they still look like they're 35, right?
Yeah.
That shit pumps me up.
Oh, it does,
right?
Yeah.
So now we linked up.
Yeah.
You came out for a workout with us one time. He said,
One
"Fuck it,
time.
I'm coming to CrossFit with you."
Yeah.
I don't even know when the last time you worked out was. I know you somewhat
before
did
that was maybe it was months, 6, 7 months as I worked out, and I was like, my mindset going like, I'm going to come to this, and you know what? It was on my birthday.
That's right.
I was sick, and I was like, I'm going to go work out on my birthday and get my ass kicked.
And it wasn't like it was let's go to Globo 24-hour gym and just get some
just stand
let's get some
there.
curls in, right? No.
It was like, okay, leave your mind at the door, listen to my voice, and do what I tell you. And I just did it.
We do, and all of us, we got to leave that fucking ego at the door.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And this kid came in, and
I think I did okay.
You did awesome, but there was no. The open mind was huge, right? That was huge for me to see.
For me, that's the biggest thing.
When I see somebody has an open mind, I go, okay, that there is nothing but potential now because you have an open mind, right? You have a childlike mind.
Yeah.
And you came in and we were doing snatches. We were doing a lot of Olympic lifting that day. And
I learned how to snatch. I learned how to clean and jerk. I learned how to do muscle up pull-ups. Yep. And you know what?
Strict, by the way.
And it was
inspiring,
tiring, and motivated, and demoralizing in a good way.
You have to be humble
in a good way
to want more.
I got humbled. I got humbled. Yeah.
So So you took that.
Yeah.
We went and had a birthday dinner after.
Yeah.
And I remember you saying like, oh man, like this is what I want for myself. This is what I want for myself.
Yeah.
So this was 3-4 months ago, correct?
Yeah, this was about
When we
3 months
relinked
ago,
up.
Yeah.
We hadn't seen each other. Boom, comes relink. We go for a workout.
Yep.
And the dude's life changed.
Yeah.
He was working out of town. He was commuting to, what, 2.5?
Lethbridge, yeah, 2.5 hours away.
So 2.5 hours out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada. He would drive back, you know, whatever. I mean, you were making good money.
Yeah,
right?
I was making good money
But
there, yeah.
does money equal happiness?
No.
Hey, if I
No.
say this, what do you say? Cash me outside.
How about that?
Word. Okay, so you get the new job, like, so you revamped your life,
Yeah.
like, so
As
so
soon as
this
I-
one, it was almost like that. I don't want to say this for myself, but that birthday,
Yeah.
you were at the point, everything accumulated, the stars
Yeah.
aligned, and you were like, I am making a change.
Yeah.
And you've made the change.
I made that change. That night, I was like, okay, I'm going to stop.
You stayed over at our house, by the way.
Yeah, I stayed over at the house.
had a fire
and
going.
had a nice fire going. And that night, I was like, okay, what are the things that I can, like, you don't just all of a sudden 100%, I'm working out now, I'm doing this now. It's a gradual, because you got to get your mind caught up to what you want to do for
Yeah,
yourself.
it's got to be baby steps.
You know what I
right?
mean?
Or else
And
you're
you
just
do.
gonna
And,
be-
you know, I was like, the first thing I got to do is diet. Diet is
And I remember saying
everything.
I remember saying, dude, fucking stop drinking pop.
Yeah,
I remember saying that.
absolutely. And then, you know what? That night, I stopped drinking pop.
Because that night, I remember, was it that night that you came home and like at 11:30 at night? you
No,
drank
Jess,
Coke?
that was the other night.
Oh, okay.
The time before
Okay.
that was the second time. But you're right, though. That night,
I
was
remember,
like
and I didn't
11
say anything, but
o'clock at night
I remember seeing this, you know, drinking a 2-liter or maybe
of
not,
Coca-Cola.
dude, right before bed.
The right stuff.
Because who doesn't know how important your sleep is when you are eating healthy,
Yeah.
working out? That's how we recharge the mind,
Yeah.
body, and soul is through sleep. Sleep.
Exactly.
That's how we heal, right?
Yeah.
So me watching that, I was like, oh my gosh.
Wow.
But you decided to cut that out.
Yeah, after that, I decided to cut out. Diet was the first thing. And then the second thing came to, I've now got to take the hardest step. And the hardest step is opening the door to the gym and walking inside. After that, everything takes care of itself. You got to put your ego at the door, your inhibitions. You got to
And you knew your why.
Yeah.
He knew why he was going there.
Yeah.
He's got a kid. He wants to be able to walk
You
up
gotta
a
do
hill
it.
with her. He wants to go up to the mountain.
Yeah.
He wants to whatever, right?
Yeah.
You knew your why
Exactly.
walking in. So it didn't matter what everybody else in the gym thought. Like we always think we have such an ego that they're all watching us, right? I do that all the time.
Nobody cares.
Used to, yeah.
Nobody cares.
Nobody gives a shit, man.
Nobody
You know what I
cares.
mean?
That guy doing curls at the gym who's skinnier than you, do you think he cares about how much you're
he's-
lifting?
No, he's
You don't
worried
care.
about if he's going out to get a girl or a guy that night,
Yeah.
right? Or she, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like nobody cares. Get your ass in there, which is what you did.
Yeah, what I did, I got in the gym, and then I just started slow. And keep in mind, that workout at the CrossFit gym literally destroyed me. I couldn't lift up my arm to even text on my phone. I couldn't even, my traps literally were like just these stiff little things that I was carrying around. And I couldn't move, but in the morning I woke up and I was so stiff and in pain, and I smiled and said,
That's
first
it.
step.
That's it.
That was it.
That's it.
After that, it gets easy after that.
And then you start feeling good,
Oh,
right? Like
yeah,
you probably,
absolutely.
even though you were sore,
Yeah.
you know, if you understand what these endorphins do and what these good vibrations do to you,
Yeah.
you were probably a little happier. And we could talk about that.
I
Like
was.
when you're eating a gray diet or you're saying fast food, you're stopping at gas stations,
Oh.
eating, putting this shit in your body.
Yeah.
You know, your mind state from there to now,
Exactly.
right? Like so you feel you started your diet, you
Yeah.
do that first workout, and I bet you there was just maybe it was only a couple seconds.
Yeah.
But you immediately have to notice, oh wow, yeah, I'm hurting, but
But wow,
feel
this
good.
is I feel
Yeah,
good. And
I
you know,
feel stronger.
And you know what? A lot of people think that getting fast food and getting junk food is easier. It's not. It's harder because you have like this gut instinct knowing that you shouldn't do it, but you do it anyway.
So now you
it's
feel the
actually
guilt
harder.
after.
And
Is that
eating
something-
healthier is easier than it is eating junk food. It really is.
So in your mind, like let's say, you know, after you left us that day, you had to go back to work, right? Provide for the family, all
Yeah.
understandable. Gentlemen, this is what we do, right? Did you sidetrack and did you fall back into going to McDick's or something?
No, I didn't.
Nice.
As soon as I went out to Lethbridge, I found the closest gym I could, and I was like, okay, I had to pay what
This is
$15 a
dedication,
day. $15 a day for a drop-in pass because they didn't have a good life there. So I had to go to Gold's Gym, and I was like, whatever, I don't care.
Hey,
I looked
exactly.
up all of the
Stop
CrossFit.
with your excuses.
Yeah.
He just went